The following is a paid program by the Whitley Law Firm. Welcome to Attorneys on Call, the program that gives you free legal information from the Whitley Law Firm. Now, here's your host, Drew Smith.
Well, hi again, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. You know, many of us have been through it before, that sinking feeling. You're driving along, and all of a sudden you see in your rearview mirror red and blue flashing lights, and you're wondering what is going on, and you're getting pulled over by a police officer. It can be a very scary situation, but we have a special guest in the program today who's going to be talking about a lot of those topics and what to do if you're faced in that situation. So also, where does criminal law and civil law intersect? It's an interesting topic that we'll be talking about over the next 30 minutes. As you know, if you have watched the program before, you understand that the Whitley Law Firm is representing people all across the state of North Carolina for many years now, people that have been seriously injured in an automobile accident, people that are hurt on the job and file a workers' comp claim, or people that need help with Social Security disability. Those are typically the kinds of things that the Whitley Law Firm does. But today, a special guest will be joining us here later on in the program to talk about the intersection between criminal law and civil law. Joining us in studio is Ben Whitley and Whitney Butcher from the Whitley Law Firm. Great to see both of you.
Good to be here, Drew.
Ben, your dad started this family law firm many years ago, and kind of tell our audience a little bit about the types of cases that you take and the people that you represent.
Great, and I feel great today, Drew, because I'm sitting in his chair.
You are.
So I get to do most of the talking this segment.
Right.
So my dad, he's been practicing for over 40 years and founded the firm back in eastern North Carolina, in Kinston, where we're all from. And since that time, we've been growing, and we help people all over the state. People who have been in car accidents or may have been hurt on the job or construction sites, and also some of the new cases that we've been handling in the pharmaceutical liability and medical device claims. We help a lot of folks in a lot of different ways, and you can go on our website, which is on the bottom of your screen, whitleylawfirm.com, where you can learn more about the different practice areas and the kinds of cases that we're working on. But the bottom line is we help people against powerful insurance companies, government, or big organizations.
Right.
So we try to give those folks a voice.
And you also have free DVDs that are available. You can get one of these simply by calling the Whitley Law Firm, the 800 number on your screen. Go to whitleylawfirm.com. This is a DVD that Bob Whitley did about seriously injured people in car accidents and what you need to know. And so it's free. It's a DVD that you can get mailed to you, or you can also watch it on the website, whitleylawfirm.com as well. It's a great first step if you need to get some information, because, Ben, many times people actually end up not needing an attorney, right?
That's right. And, we've done some shows before where we've talked about cases where people may not even need attorneys. And Drew, let's say I get 10 calls a day. I'll tell 8 of those folks that they could handle their claim on their own. And that goes both for car accident claims and for workers' comp claims.
Okay.
I think just because you've been in a car accident or just because you get hurt at work does not mean that you immediately need to hire an attorney. And that gives people anxiety. They worry, maybe if I get an attorney involved, we're going to have to file a lawsuit. Everything's going to get stuck in court and get drowned out. That's not the case, because you very well may not need an attorney. But it is important to get free legal information, and that's something that we provide. We provide free information, and we can tell you what you need to know through our DVDs or a phone call, which is also free. So operators are actually standing by now. You can call, leave your information, and an attorney will call you back, and we can talk about your specific case. And I can give you, or one of the other attorneys can give you advice. And some of that advice may be you don't need an attorney. Some cases, of course, you do need an attorney, and usually those are based on serious injury, life-threatening injuries,
right,
or injuries that may take you out of work, or that you're having to stay time in the hospital.
Right.
Certainly when the stakes are that high, Drew,
sure,
the stakes are high for you, but they're, the insurance company, they've got lawyers, they're getting out there. So in serious cases, it is always advisable to get an attorney involved as soon as possible.
Ben, also, I would think it'd be not only very advisable to get an attorney, but an experienced attorney who knows the ins and outs of the legal system, like your firm does. Typically, in some of these tractor-trailer accident cases that you handle, those can be very complicated, right?
It's very complicated, and it's a lot of times federal motor carrier laws are in play. Experts are required, both accident reconstructionists and medical experts. And so you can't, it's really advisable to have an attorney who's done that before. And it's kind of like an airline pilot. You want them to have done that before, and many times successfully. And that's important. Now you can go on our website and learn a little bit about some of the cases that we've handled before. We actually have a case result page on our website, and it kind of describes some of the cases that myself, Dad, Whitney, and some of the other attorneys have been involved with. And you can learn a little bit about our results there.
Whitney, I know one of your focus areas is you do a lot of work in the mass tort claim area, and some of the problems with pharmaceuticals and medical devices and such. Kind of give us a sense of your practice area in that regard.
Sure. So in addition to helping out on some of the bigger tractor trailer and auto cases that the firm takes in, and that's another point, is how much of a team effort things really are. But the mass tort, the dangerous drug, defective medical device, it's a whole different practice area from a normal auto wreck case in North Carolina. You're oftentimes dealing with federal court cases across the country. And so some of the products that we're looking at right now include the hernia mesh, physio mesh or C-Cure. They're composite hernia mesh patches that are really causing some severe complications for folks I've been meeting with pretty frequently, and it's pretty severe. We're also looking at Taxotere, a chemotherapy drug that women are taking and can cause permanent baldness. There's another alternative that doesn't have those same side effects. So we have a great updated list of all the current medical devices and drugs that we're currently looking into on our website at whitleylawfirm.com. We do blog posts pretty frequently if there's a new advisory communication from the FDA. That's where a lot of these stem from. But it's really a robust practice area where you're dealing with billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies and billion-dollar drugs that were either rushed to market without proper testing or where there were perhaps some testing results that were hidden or concealed and not fully disclosed to patients.
And once again, a great first step is to go to whitleylawfirm.com or call the 800 number. And as Ben mentioned earlier, an attorney will be calling you back. Just make sure to leave your crucial information. An attorney from Whitley Law Firm will be getting back to you. And also want to mention that we do have a special guest. Attorney Ben Brown will be joining us here momentarily to talk about his practice area and some of the things he does as a criminal attorney. So that's going to be very interesting. We're going to have more on that when we come back. This is Attorneys on Call.